welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, every single week I post a video called What I'm Teaching This Week, and we go through every single thing that I'm teaching in one grade in 1 month. The reason we do it this way is I see my kids for a week at a time, so I see like the same kids Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the next week I have a different set. So I kind of lesson plan like, here's my lessons for January, here's my February, and stuff like that, because it's a couple of weeks before I see the kids again. This is a very special one because I think this is actually my last What I'm Teaching This Week, which is super exciting. I mean, kind of sad for you guys, but exciting for me because that means we're at the end of the school year. Today was actually my last day with kids in the building because we're hybrid and our kids only come half of the week. So we had Monday, Tuesday, and then the rest of the week they are online. And so I'm like, it's kind of like the last day of school, but it's not really the last day of school, which is a little bit weird. But Friday we are like officially done, and then next week we have post planning, and then it's summer and I'm so excited. I'm trying not to glow it too much because I know a lot of you are still in school, and especially those of you in Canada, I am so sorry. But anyway, today we're talking about my second grade music lessons. These are so much fun. They've been a hit, and honestly there's only like 3 days because my county does this program called Musical Explorers, and what we do with that is every year the kids learn about 3 different styles of music and they watch a concert in the fall, and then same thing in the spring. And since they're online, they sent us a video of the concert, and so that's what we're doing for Thursday and Friday. So we're only gonna have lessons for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but they're all really fun, oceany, tropical themes, and they're so great. So also we are wrapping up law. So we learned about law and we've been working on it for a really long time, but we finally figured it out last time. Today this time we're just kind of like reviewing because I didn't want to start something new because it's the very end of the school year. So we're reviewing law and we're doing oceany songs, and it's a good time. All right, so on Monday we get started with the song Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride. Yes, the one from Lilo and Stitch. I love this song, I must say. I also love Lilo and Stitch, but this song is really fun for movement. So what we're doing is I just say, all right, follow me, and we keep the beat on different places of our body, and we spin and we jump and we walk and we do all the different things just to get the wiggles out. And anytime they hear Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, we pretend like we are on a roller coaster and move up and down, and it is hilarious. Usually I then show the kids the scene on Lilo and Stitch where this song is, so that they can kind of get some context because there's like surfing in the movie. However, since we are like half of the kids in person, half of them online, it's really hard to show videos because it's like, if we're all on Zoom together, like either I can't get connected to the board, or like it's a hot mess. So because I'm also in their classrooms, by the way. So it's just like hot mess central, so I just haven't bothered with videos at all, and so we skipped that this time, but you are welcome to do that. Next up, we're learning a new song. This song is called Fish Fish, and it is one of our new favorites. I love it. It actually has dough in it, which we don't learn yet, so this is the first experience they have with it, so I just say, and at the end we're gonna go down here to our rocks. And so we use our hand signs, and I say, all right, echo my hands, so there's not actually talking, but we just go. And so they do just the hand signs so that they can kind of get a handle on it, and then I'll sing it and have them show the hand signs. And then after that we pretend like we are fish swimming around. I should probably sing it for you so you know how it goes. It goes, fish, fish, little fish, I am going to catch you. Fish, fish, little fish, get into my mouth. So once we learn the words and the melody and all of that kind of stuff, then I ask the kids, who is singing this song? And typically they'll be like, the fish is singing. I'm like, the fish is telling the fish to get into his mouth, and they're like, no. And then usually I put like a slide up that has a shark on it, so they're like, it's the shark. I'm like, it's the shark. So then we swim around the classroom like whatever animal is up on the screen, so like a shark or an octopus. We come up with all the different things that eat fish, and then we do that while we sing, and then at the end we go, get into my mouth, and we chomp at the end. After that, we look at the notes up on the screen. So I share my screen with them, and we are going over the different solfege, and I have them help me put it up on the staff. I find this is a really helpful way to get kiddos more involved. So here's what that looks like. So we have our lyrics, and then it just has these dots, and I actually didn't move that one, and I'll usually put the first one on there, and so it's like fish, fish, and I have them all help me to figure out where I'm gonna put the next one, and we go through the whole thing, usually the first verse and then the second verse. I am going, not verse, line, I am going to catch you, and then we stop because it repeats, and then getting to my mouth goes down to dough and we're not on dough yet. So we just do the first two, and I'm always like really silly about it. And so I'll be like, they'll be like, oh, the next one's me. And I'm like, oh, great, it's me. So I put it here. They're like, no. I'm like, over here. And they're like, no. Over here. No. I'm like, right here. I'm like, yes. I'm like, oh, great. That is where me's gonna go on our little 3-line stuff. Really, you know, those little simple ways to get the kids more excited and involved. And so we put the notes on the staff so that we remember what that is and all of that kind of stuff. And then we play the game. So this is an elimination game. I think the original way to play it is to like be in a circle and the shark walks around the circle and then chomps whoever they land on. Since we are hybrid distance learning, doing all the things, what we're doing instead is I put either their names up on the board or even just their initials, which is easier. And I just tap the study beat to each of the names as I sing. So I'll be like, fish, fish, little fish. And whoever I land on gets chomped. And so we'll be like, chomp my lyric. And we all do that in their general direction, and then that person sits down. While we sing, everyone is acting out different animals, so they get to pretend to be whatever animal. You know, we can be like octopus, like jellyfish, or like a shark, or they can just be the fish, and they can just swim around the classroom as long as they're 6 feet away from everybody else. And it's just a really good time. They have really been enjoying it. So, also a little pro tip, I recorded myself singing this. 1, so that I didn't have to sing it over and over and over and over and over again. 2, so it can be loud enough that I can be heard in the back of the classroom because social distancing means that kids are really spread out. And 3, I also played like a little accompaniment on the piano, which I think really helped it be a little bit more exciting than it would be with just our voices. So that was fun. Usually I've been recording my voice for this purpose, but just my voice. And so this time I added the little accompaniment and it was a lot more fun. Then if we have time at the end, we are listening to the song Aquarium from Cecil Carnival of the Animals. And we grab our scarves, and I have enough scarves that the kids use them once. Each of the 2nd graders use them once, and then no one had to reuse another one. They're all just like, they're gonna be washed. And my kids at home go find something that works like a scarf, so they come back with like jackets, blankets, whatever. And I tell them just show me what the music looks like. So if it's high, we come up high. If it's low, it's down low. If it's loud, then we make really big motions. If it's small, soft, then we do really small motions, and just all those things. And this one's really fun because it has really interesting melodic lines. So it gets really dramatic, and like there's one part that sounds like it's falling. And so we do all that kind of stuff, and it's just hilarious, and they love it. Then on Tuesday, we are singing the song The Waves, which is from this book, Songs of the Sea by Lynn Kleiner. It goes, the waves go up, the waves go down, the waves go rolling all around. The waves go in, the waves go out, the waves go rolling all about. The waves go rolling all about. They're up, they're down, they're in, they're out. The waves go rolling all about, the waves go rolling all about. So we just act this song out, so it says we do, the waves go up, the waves go down, the waves go rolling all around, the waves go in, the waves go out, the waves go rolling all about. And the same thing for the second half. I like to do the first half in like the same tempo, and then the second half I do like really dramatic, like we'll just stay on one note for a really long time, and then we'll go like really, really fast and really, really slow, and it's just hilarious, and the kids absolutely love it, and that has been a huge hit. I will link this book, by the way, down below because it is a huge hit. The kids are, I love it, and everything that's in there is so cute. After that, we pop onto Fish Fish again, and so we go over the song, we look at it on the stuff, just kind of get back in our brains, and then we're actually doing a Nearpod. And we're actually taking the Google Slides lesson that I have, which, by the way, you can click the link down below to check out the whole lesson pack. There is a Google Slides presentation, there's a Google Slides activities the kids can do, and Google Forms activities they can do. There's a Google Slides game, and there is a printable worksheets and coloring sheets and all of the things that will keep your kids busy for days and days and days. It works with both rhythm and melody, by the way. So click the link down below to look more into any of those things. But we are taking, actually took the Google Slides presentation and put it into Nearpod. So Nearpod is like a Google Slides add-on, and so you can take a Google Slides presentation and stick it into Nearpod, and then you can add extra things. So you can add like drawing, and the kids log in and they basically get like their own version of the thing. You can see all of their screens while they're doing it, which is super cool. And you can add all these interactive things like drawing, matching things. There's like a game that's really fun. So highly recommend that. And so I took the Google Slides presentation we're using and stuck it into Nearpod, and so we are going through and singing the song. And then for each of the different animals that come to eat the fish, there is like a soulfish pattern. The kids have to find the right soulfish in order to save the fish. And so what we do is, like, the octopus comes, and so we swim around like an octopus, sing the song, and then they have to pick the soulfish pattern that they see up on the screen that is going to save the fish from the octopus. So huge hit, super simple and really fun, and the kids actually have been doing really well with it, which is great. Then after that, I added in some drawing where the kids could put notes onto the snap, and then we do a time to climb. So time to climb is the little game that's in Nearpod. It is so much fun. It's like a trivia game, and I just used some slides that I already had that had soulfish patterns, stuck them in there. It's a great time, and they get to, like, you get points and they get to be like little characters. It's hilarious. So highly recommend Nearpod if you haven't checked it out, and I will link both Nearpod and also the Google activities down below. So again, you like take the Google Slides and put it into Nearpod, or you can upload things into Nearpod. So like you could like download the pictures and then put them into Nearpod. So lots of different ways you can go about it. If you want a whole video about Nearpod, let me know and we can make that happen. So let me know that in the comments if you are interested. All right, and then on Wednesday, the last day, we're like actually doing class stuff. We're starting with the wave song again. They love it, and so a repeat is a huge great thing. And then after that, we're pulling out the scarves again. We're listening to Aquarium, and we're also listening to Tortoise, and so we act out both of those. If we have time, some of my classes have been coloring for each of those, so we'll listen to one and color, and then we'll flip the paper over and then listen to the other one and draw a picture of whatever it makes them think of. And that's been a huge hit. Not all of my kids have had time, just depending on life, because you know how it is. And so if we get to do that, that's a lot of fun. If not, it's not like the end of the world. And then we end with the song Aloha Oe, which is a Hawaiian farewell song. So I teach them this song, and this is our like farewell end of music in person. It's kind of weird because then I see them on Thursday and Friday online, but we sing this song, and I will sing it for you, but my Hawaiian is not great, so it's be gracious, please. But I do still want to, but I will still like try for you. Aloha oe, aloha oe, ike ho'ona no i kalipo. One fond embrace, aoia. Oh, sorry. Aoia heo, until we meet again. So this is just, I will link a link to a video of people who are better at Hawaiian than I am singing it. But I never think that not knowing a language well should prevent you from doing a song with your students, because, you know, we get to talk about the Hawaiian culture, and we get to talk about just all of these different places around the world. And so if you're not doing songs in different languages, that can be kind of hard. You know, it's like you're almost missing out on a lot of different things that you could be incorporating. So I always try to do songs even if I don't know the language, and I try my best, but again, I'll leave a link to someone who does better than I do down below. And so we love this song. I just sing it. I teach it to them, we sing it and play the ukulele, and it's like a nice chill way to end the day. Alas, that is basically what we're doing. Then on Thursday and Friday, we're just watching the concert that we were sent from our district. So that's all that I have for you today for our last what I'm teaching this week. If you are still teaching, I have been posting one of these every single week. So there's literally everything from the very first week of school, distance learning. There's stuff from last year that was actually, you know, in the classroom before everything like went crazy. And so definitely check out that playlist down below, and you can see like literally everything I've taught all of my kids all year long. So thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know your favorite Hawaiian songs, your favorite ocean theme songs, water songs, whatever. I will link everything I talked about down below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.